So today was a beautiful day. The sun was shining and it is September the 19th. It is the last day of summer, or it feels like it's the last day of summer, where it is the sun shining but you can still feel a bit of a cool breeze. We've not got many more days like this left before it starts to set into the autumn. And I was looking through the window thinking about my commute home via the train, and I thought maybe today is the day I could do something a little bit different. I live about 59 miles away from where I work, so using my unicycle to commute all the way is not really practical until today. I guess the competition is riding a unicycle better than using public transport. I've gone and found a route that is a pedestrian route, so it's a walking route from my house. It's more or less a straight line, pretty much. Using Google Maps, and that is 49 miles. Now, in order to beat public transport, which would take about 3 hours, that means I have to average around about 16, 17 miles an hour average. So I've clicked map my ride, I'm using Google Maps, and I'm going to see how long it takes me to get home. So I'm setting off from Putney in London and finishing all the way in Milton Keynes. From Putney to Milton Keynes, myself against public transport, and let's see how the journey goes. Get ready for London! So I've been riding now for about an hour and 55 minutes. I've done about 26 miles thereabouts. The light is fading, so I've got to keep going, but that's not my biggest problem. The biggest problem I've got is that the Kingsong app is not working. So as I set off, I tried to synchronise the app to the wheel, and it's not connecting. It's just a rendering circle of doom. As it trying to find the wheel, it's not connecting. The problem that gives me is that I cannot check my battery levels. So I've gone for about 26 miles and I've no idea whether I've got enough to get me the rest of the way. I'm guessing not. I've still got 23 miles to go. The other thing is, if you're using Google Maps to plan your route and use the walking route, do not think that it's going to take you on nice, quiet, pedestrianised areas. It has been main busy roads the whole way, sometimes your carriageways. If I ride at around about an average speed of about 18 miles an hour, I've got about an hour and a half more riding to do. So it's now 10 to 7, so about 8:30 I should be home, and it will be dark at 8:30. The other thing about the Kingsong as well, it's got a feature where when you turn it off, put it on standstill, it should the light should tell you how much battery it's got in it. It doesn't appear to be doing that. It's just flashing and dancing lights up and down it, and because I can't access the app, I can't change any of the light settings, so that's not great. Okay, I must get back on the road. So here is the update, official. I'm going for 2 hours and 31 minutes. 2 hours 31, and I've done 61 kilometres. I've got 11 miles to go. Now the challenge was to try and get this journey done. I'm not sure yet whether I can do it because I have no way of knowing what my battery situation is. It's not tilting me back yet, so I'm still ploughing along, but unfortunately I'm on the A5. I've got about 10 miles left to go now, in complete darkness. So the sun has set, it's been a beautiful sunset, but this is showing no signs of stopping being the busiest road in Bedfordshire. The other part of the challenge was how much slower is this than public transport, and I'd worked out that it was about, from door to door, around about 3 hours. That's about my public transport, 3 hours. If I do this at the speed I'm going now, then there won't be much in it. So 2.5 hours so far, and 11 miles to go. I'm averaging around about, at the moment, about 19 miles an hour. So I'm still trundling along. This is going to be close comparing me to public transport on a unicycle. So let's see. The race is on. I'd just like to point out I've still not eaten yet. And there's back in Israel, if I stop now, I will never beat the 3 hours. Gotta keep going. Still rolling along, no sign of battery cutting out yet. We're about 2.5, 3 miles to go. So it is now 8:15, and the sad news is it is faster to go by public transport than it is to go by unicycle. I have done around about 48 miles, 49 miles. I've been going for about 3.25 hours, 3 hours 15 minutes, and I've got around about a mile to go. But it's been great fun. So I've enjoyed it. Has it been the safest experience of my life? No. Going on the A5 in almost pitch black with lorries coming screaming past me was not the most fun I've ever had. Having said that, the other thing that's worried me has been the battery, because I have no idea what range is left on this wheel. No indication at all. The app isn't working. What it hasn't done is give me any audible warning, nothing at all, to indicate that I even might be coming close to the limits of a battery. And having done 48 miles in 3 hours, you would think that I must be coming pretty close to the edge of it now. I did back off the speed. So not down to a crawl pace, but I did actually get off the road and jump up onto the pavement, and that was horrible. If I'd had some indication of battery power, and if I had been on a well-lit road, if I'd been on the back roads rather than on the main roads, then I would have probably kept going at speed. And if I'd done that, I might have beaten 3 hours. My phone is ringing. And, you know, Yorkshireman, saved myself 34 quid on a train ticket. Boom. Let's turn it off and turn it on again.
Bluetooth is off.
Bluetooth is off. Okay. Lights? Any lights? No. Okay. Now I'm going to search device if this works first time. Now it was doing this before, just never-ending circle of doom. Restart. Okay, so I have turned the phone, rebooted the phone, and that's worked. And so it's telling me that I have got, see that? I'll do a screenshot of that anyway. Yep, so I've got 33% left at standing. So looking at the lights, I have to get the lights work. Setting. Light setting. Magic light switch. So I've done that now, and they have come back on. And that's much better, that's much more accurate, that is perfect. Before it was dancing all over the place, so crazy before, but it showed me there I've got about 30%. If I'd have known that, I'd have gone at much more speed and felt much more confident, but you just didn't know. Happy times.